All right, it's a nice day out here today, beautiful day in the western suburbs. And what better way to spend it than go in for a quick coffee? And I think there's some great company waiting for me inside. Let's head in and see who it is. Good to see you, mate. Thank you.
You too.
Long macchiato?
Long macchiato, yeah?
Yeah, macchiato, beautiful. All right.
You know how to make them?
Yeah, of course. I used to be a barista years ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Thank you for joining me, Aurelio. It's good to have you on the show. Something different,
Pleasure.
Have a coffee. So while that's making, I'll have a chat. Grand final, congratulations on the grand final. What was it like to lift the trophy? I know you had the chance to try and get to that with Adelaide United years ago, but now to do it against exactly the same team, Melbourne victory, what was that like?
No, it was great. We had a bit of a challenging season, but we got our form to a really good level. Right, probably, I reckon the last couple of months, I think we lost one out of 14, so we're really good going into the grand final, and always reasonably confident, but you never know, especially when you're playing victory. You know, they've always got a decent crowd behind them. Any VAR situations there, the crowd really get behind the team and put pressure on the referee to try to make a decision go their way. It's typical victory, but we were pretty solid for most of the game. We probably started off the first 10 minutes a little bit shaky, but we held our ground and thoroughly deserved to win it at the end. So nice to win it, obviously, and even nicer and a little bit sweeter because it was victory.
Absolutely, I can imagine. As a South Australian as well, you know what the rivalry is like between the two. So good to see you lifting it, especially as a South Australian. But while you were there as well, not only would you like a spoon and sugar?
All good.
All good, beauty.
Thank you, mate.
I'll get my shotty as well. I like this. I should do this more often. But this is you had Paul Pezos on the bench as well.
Yep.
Another South Australian, both former Adelaide City.
And Scott Jamieson as well, who played at Adelaide United as well. Yeah.
What was that like to have former Adelaide United and also Adelaide City players and
great.
South Australians in the rank?
Look, to be honest, Jamo's been fantastic this year. We lost our assistant coach around about November.
Yep.
And Jamo stepped up and done a great job. And then same period was that we needed also another assistant coach, and Paul Pezos has just started with our academy.
Yep.
And I think he was there probably 3 or 4 weeks. And we thought probably the easiest thing is to get Pez to step up.
Yep.
And he loved it. And he was great for us. He's got a lot of experience. He's been coaching senior men for a long time, and he really fit in really well with us. And looking forward now to having a full season with him.
Yeah, it should be good. Especially what we saw in the A-League, NPL, as a coach, very successful coach. See him step up. Feel free to have a sip as well if you want.
So,
you're right. He's waiting for it.
Get away. He tells me what to drink. When to drink.
I don't know. I thought maybe I made it wrong.
No, it's all good. I wait and then it goes.
Brilliant. But yeah, it's good to see. Like, how closely were you keeping an eye on him, or you guys chat a lot with Pez before you got him?
No. Well, I was working at Adelaide United as football director when Pez was there with the youth team. So we've known Pez for a long time, and then talking to Michael Petrillo when Michael thought a couple of things happened. Michael Matriciani and Pez almost at the same time. Michael Petrillo thought good idea, maybe hiring one of those guys, one for the women's team, and then when he decided to go with Matrish for the women's team, he said if I can go and find a position for Pez in the men's team, then I'll do it. And then that situation came. So as I said, he's got a lot of experience, and he probably didn't think he was going to go straight into the A-League as quickly as he did.
Well, a lot of us didn't actually, I think.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, the plan really was for him Diamante is the coach of the NPL team. So probably in a year or two, he's probably going to move on somewhere. So the plan was just to keep working and getting Pez to step up. And then all of a sudden that position came available, and we thought we'll ask him, and we knew he definitely could do the job. So and he's been great. He's a great resource for us. Pez is always wearing his heart on his sleeve and tells her as it is. There's no bullshit with him. So it was good, because then we also got Jamo, who's also
true.
no nonsense, no bullshit guy. So it works well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see the South Australian flavour over there, especially in Melbourne City. And you mentioned Matriciani. Have you spoken to him much? Being with obviously the same club, but men and women's department.
We're in the same building every day.
Yeah.
The men and the women's team. Although we're training at slightly different times, but they're in the meals room, they're around the club, they're in the gym, all at the same time. So our offices are really close together. So we have a close connection with the women's team. We have a close connection, obviously, with the academy team as well. So to be honest, it's a really good organisation.
It's good to see. With a bit of your connection with Adelaide United, when you come back to the club and see your name on the Vidmar stand, what's that mean to see that name still here in South Australia, and obviously the legacy you left here in Adelaide?
Look, it's nice. I didn't even know about that, to be honest. All those years ago, Michael told me that was going to. Michael Petrillo told me that was going to happen, and it's nice. I think I've done a fair bit of work in football here in the state, getting to. Growing up, not just playing, but also in coaching and helping in juniors and things like that. So it was a nice recognition. Yeah,
and obviously one of the biggest title we can in A-League is being the champions this season. But looking at like the NPL level, have you been able to keep an eye on, not obviously you're in Victoria, so you probably keep a closer on the Victorian NPL, but the gap between that next level and the A-League, is there a big gap there?
I don't watch a hell of a lot. I keep a close eye on, Adelaide City, for example. I'm always having close discussions with Vass, and I know most of them at Adelaide City anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I obviously played for them, so there's a bit of a closer connection there. My nephew also plays at Modbury, so. There's always a little bit of a connection there. To be honest, I haven't had much time this off season to go. I did last year, but this off season I haven't watched any games. Every now and then I'll just jump online and watch a game. But I think the NPL Victoria, NPL South Australia, I think there is a little bit of difference. There's a lot more senior players still in Victoria than there are here. I think here there's a bigger pool of younger players playing in NPL, which I think is great. And they've always got the opportunity. We've seen what Adelaide United have done, for example, or the local clubs giving them the opportunities before there's a possibility of going to the A-League. Ultimately, that's what they want to do. Yeah, exactly. And lastly, before I let you go as well, that you just touched on Adelaide United, the next generation coming through. There's a lot of South Australians that were in the youth ranks of the national team. Your brother's obviously a coach in those ranks as well. Well, how do you see that next generation, especially with the talent, like during your era, there's a lot of big talent that came out representing Australia. Now that next generation, what do you think about that now with South Australia, considering our population as well, producing so much of that national talent? I think it's the whole country. I think, we went through a bit of a lull probably for about 6 or 7 years where not much was happening, and all of a sudden, whether it was done by design or, let's take the example of the A-League clubs, a lot of them don't have a lot of money, so they're forced also to play a lot of kids, and so that's what I'm saying. It's about, some is by design. A club, say like Adelaide United, Melbourne City, who want their kids to play and give them an opportunity to play, that's one thing. Others where they were forced because of financial situations to play the kids, but it shows that once they do play and they have the opportunity, that they're capable of doing it. And I think just for the whole country, I think that's been the big shift in the last couple of years.
Beautiful. Well, I won't let you too long because the last thing you want to do on your time in Adelaide, in a short time in Adelaide, is spend more time with me. But I appreciate you doing so.
I always love talking football anyway, so.
It's good. And how do you rate the coffee?
Fantastic.
It's
Actually,
good?
not as good as Jason's, but yours is okay.
Yes, well, yes. He would love that. Thank you to Salsa Espresso Bar for hosting us here today.
Thanks very much. Yeah,
there's no better fitting space to talk football, which we always do every time I come here, but with an A-League champion.
Good on you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Johnny.
All the best.
You too.